Welcome to ISE's FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on the US dollar versus the major currencies, hosted by Jason Ayres, a top industry instructor and founder of OptionSource.net. Learn to trade your views on the strength or weakness of the US dollar.
Well, hi there and welcome to the ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for June 1st, 2009. I'm Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. And as always, we're going to start with a look at our weekly U.S. dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the U.S. dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. As you can see clearly here, the U.S. dollar once again finished the week in the red, selling deep into that 79.80 focal zone. Although a moderate attempt at a retracement was made during the week, we can't rule out another bounce here that is likely to test back into that 82, 82.5 range. Failure to hold this 79.80 focal zone is likely to result in a move down into that 76, 77 box. A quick look at our daily snapshot here shows that any of the U.S. dollar strength was lost on Friday, with once again that follow through likely to find that 76, 77 zone. With that in mind, let's take a look at the first of our ISE FX options pair values, the CDD, the US versus the Canadian dollar. And after a brief stop at the 111, 112 range, the US dollar continued its journey towards that 107, 108 focal zone that has been on our radar for several weeks. Now, at this point, we anticipate a test down into this range. However, after such an extensive move on Friday, we're not ruling out the possibility of an early week bounce, perhaps back into that 111, 112 range. Well, the U.S. dollar tested the upper range of the 96, 97 focal zone last week before giving up its gains against the yen to close below this key level, as seen here in the YUK. Now, a follow-through is likely to continue to retest that 93.94 support level. However, with downside momentum tapering, we are open to the possibility for a move back into that 96.97 box. Any definitive close above 97 is likely to test up into that 98.99 range. Let's take a look at the EUI, the US versus the Euro, and with a failed rally attempt against the Euro, the US dollar broke lower and now appears to be heading towards our 69.70 focal zone for support. Now, at this stage, with such a strong sell-off on Friday, we're not ruling out a retracement back into the 71, 71.5 box before any follow-through to the downside takes place. Well, let's take a look at the BPX, the US versus the British pound. And as you can see here, the US dollar ended the week with a test of that lower range of our 62, 63 focal zone. And at this point, with this area being a very key support level, there is a high probability that we may see a bounce back up into that 64, 64.5 range. We do have to be open for the possibility of a break further to the downside, which may extend as deep as that 58, 59 box. And finally, the AUX, the US versus the Australian dollar, extended its losses down in to test a key support level within that 125, 126 focal zone. This has us open to the possibility of a retracement, which may move back up to test that 130, 131 for resistance. Some consolidation within that 125, 126 range is expected at the very least, and a break below this key support level may extend the losses on the AUX as deep as that 118 to 120 range. Let's take a look at our key points. First of all, the US dollar attempted a retracement but continued down into a key support level. We should see a bounce at 79.80. Continued weakness is likely to test support at 76.77. The CDD extended its move down as well, although some consolidation is expected. 107, 108 remains a logical target. The YUK attempted to rally but pulled back to a measured support. Consolidation here opens the window for a move back up into that 96, 97 zone as downside momentum tapers. The EUI continues its descent. We are looking for a test of that 69, 70 focal zone before any significant upside move. The BPX traded deeper into that 62, 63 box, and a bounce is expected. A break below 61.75 opens the window for a move towards that 58, 59 target zone. And the AUX hit the 125, 126 key support. It is realistic to expect a bounce at this point. However, a break below 124.5 opens the window for a test of our 118, 120 target zone. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for June 1st, 2009. I'm Jason Ayres of OptionsSource.net. Thanks for joining me this week. We will see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Jason Ayres and to sign up for free FX Options trade alerts, just visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE FX Options, including our weekly webinar series, visit us at www.ise.com/fx. ISE FX Options can easily be traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in US dollars and have a European-style exercise.